What is up, guys? My name is Coriola, and welcome to episode 66 of my Out of the Park Baseball 17 franchise here with the Kansas City Royals, and we are here at the 2035 midseason, and the Royals are struggling. We are 24 and 28, and we are 9.5 games out of first place in the division. Cleveland is having a hell of a year. They are currently the second best team in baseball behind just Arizona Diamondbacks. We are 4.5 games out of a wild card spot. So quite interesting developments here, and it's really because of our pitching staff. Schweitzer 460, Andrade 447, Bateman 579, Boishi 426, and Guzman 412. Adam J has a 5.49 ERA. Latimer is doing well, 1.86. Cordova 2.51. Hector Gutierrez 3.03. Matt DeFranc not too well, 4.44. Wayne Green doing well, and Luis Ascencio has not transitioned well to the bullpen, or to the closer spot with a 3.97 ERA. But just to make you feel better, and really just to make me feel better, Nick Jensen has not had a good season either. He's a 3.44 ERA. So, the offense has been really fucking good, though. We are currently first in batting average, first in on base, third in runs scored. Danny Velasquez, top of the order, 360 average, 9 home runs, 435 on base. Evan Nichols, 283. Jose Ramirez, 313, only 7 home runs. Alejandro Lopez, 319, 365. Juan Zarate, 211, 10 home runs. Jabari Mills, 307, 6 home runs. Jason Fox, 236. Momosuke Okazaki, 230. And John Castaneda actually having the best hitting season of his career with us so far. 269, 337 on base. So, yeah, he's done pretty well. So, it's really just a pitching staff. We are here at the first-year player draft. Let's get into it. Our farm system is very depleted. We don't have a pick until the supplemental round. We have 2 picks then from free agents we lost last episode, Jensen and Yuji Takeda, I believe. So let's simulate the top 10 this way. Adam Daniels goes number 1 overall. No surprise there. Easily the best player in the draft. Casey Romano, number 2. Number 3, Steven Wright with 30 control. I must know something about him that we don't, because he does not look too good so far. Tampa Bay, Nick Combs, power hitting shortstop. Although he'll probably end up in the outfield. Milwaukee takes Bill Quezada. Pittsburgh takes Dave Calderon. He looks like a pretty good hitter. I would have thought he would have been my top pick. Pitcher Dave Martin. Colorado goes Andy Akey at 8, pick number 9. Pittsburgh takes Roy Leonard. Didn't they pick already, or am I just going crazy? Yeah, they had 2 picks. They must have not signed someone. Roy Leonard is a good outfielder, and Dave Calderon, my favorite prospect. They got 2 of my favorite prospects right there. And pick 10, the Giants take Mike Tribble. So we will auto-draft until our pick. And let's see what we've got. Top of the board, Eric Moore, nice second base prospect. Oh, but John Glover looks like a very, very good outfielder. Doesn't have good OSA ratings. What about you? Not great either. What else we got? Center fielder, not too high on him. A closer, looks very good. Not taking a closer. Another center fielder with really good defensive versatility, which you know I love. But for some reason, those guys just don't pan out. Not a lot of guys with high OSA ratings, too. Danny Ross here at third base. He might be the guy. I'm really liking him so far. Mike Salcido. Here, let's look this way. Any starters? Not really. Here's the top starter, Mike O'Connor. Not bad. Not going to take him. Okay, so since we have another pick coming up, I'm going to take Danny Ross. He's my favorite player, 19-year-old third baseman. He will be our first round pick, our first pick. Next pick, just a couple picks later, we still have a shot at Glover and Eric Moore since we got the infielder. I'm going to go with the outfielder John Glover with our second supplemental pick. Now, round 2, Eric Moore still on the board. I say unless Dan Salazar's any good, which he's decent, but we already got a third baseman, I say we take Eric Moore with our second round pick. Now we'll look to some pitchers. We've got Billy Oshner, James Pierman. I like Pierman quite a bit, actually. We will be taking James Pierman right here, right now. Round number 4. Oh, wow. A lot of players go off the board at the top there. Another outfielder. There's Oshner, Scott Pluck. I like Scott Pluck. I like Jason Kopka better. He's basically Scott Pluck, but he plays catcher, and he's got better avoid strikeouts, which I feel is necessary for a power hitter like himself. So we will be taking Kopka. Round number 5. We've got Perry Markov. Is he Russian? Nope. Sounds Russian. I like Markov, actually, quite a bit. What does our scouting director recommend? They recommend Brian Martin, the center fielder. So, I'll take... I actually do like Martin, so I'll take him then. We'll take Markov next round if he's still there. He is good. We have not gotten a lot of pitchers, so let's see if our scouting director recommends any pitchers. He's going to recommend Mike Woodrow. I think that's a pretty good pick, unless one of these players impresses me more. Here's one. David Villanueva. I'm taking him for sure. Excuse me. And we'll take Woodrow now. Next round. Here is a pitcher who he recommends. Sure, take him. And that'll probably be it. Round 10, let's just go with his recommendation. Kyle Dennis, another pitcher. Sure, why not? Any of these guys we want to feel worth taking. Pluck, I'll take Pluck. I'll just take all these guys if they're still there. Scott Pluck. And then I have something I need to discuss before we get to simulating. I'll just go down the order with these guys. Alan Anthony. Joe LaVergetta. 2 more. But are they worth it? Yeah, sure. They're worth it. 2 more guys. Salvador Munoz, not Pat Anderson. And I have to go to my next pick. Rick Skall. And that'll be it for me. So, the plan is to, well, okay, hear me out. OOTP 18 comes out March 24th, 2017. That is a month and 7 days from now. My plan, before I kind of disappeared because school decided to, wow, I like this guy. How much does he want? Too much. Yeah, I like some, oh, that doesn't work, I forgot. But yeah, school started kicking my ass. So I'm hoping I can still finish this series a month before OTP 17 comes out, then take a break. So I'm going to go ham on these episodes and hope to God that we can win a World Series sometime soon. And, yeah, I don't have much else to say. I wanted to finish a month before. I still think we can. Also, Matt Wagner looks like, I'm being a pessimist, but it was that other first base who looked like a stud, and then he kind of turned out not to be a stud. But we're going to simulate, and actually I'm going to cut out as we get 3 guys. There's no impossible guys. We should be able to get everyone. So I will cut back when it's time for international amateur free agency. All right, bit of an interjection here. We are actually not quite at international amateurs yet, but we do have a trade to announce. Juan Zarate, who's been playing first base for us, just has not been getting it done. I really like him, but we can actually get a pretty good value for him, and that's Justin Barron. He's a backup catcher, and Luis LeBron, Barron is not eligible for arbitration until after the season, so it's going to be a bit of a payroll saver. And Luis LeBron has actually been really struggling, so we are going to flip him to, I forgot which team to. Was it the Yankees? It was the Yankees. For Lee Aubrey, a reliever, who now he's out of options, and we will have to test him on the waivers. But basically, we're banking on the slim chance that he passes through, and if he does, that's great, because we're getting him for basically nothing, and that's Luis LeBron, who is hitting like 111, 120. He's been bad. So yeah, we will get Lee Aubrey, and now we will go over to the Angels and get Justin Barron. And that means it's time to trade for Mike Wagner. So to promote Matt Wagner, who's hitting 260 in AAA. Welcome to Kansas City. Lee Aubrey, we will try to waive you and see what happens with that. So now lineups, let's put in Wagner first. He will not be hitting fifth. Velasquez and Nichols got hurt, both minor injuries, neither long enough to be put on the DL. So I would like you to be first base. I don't know why I put Lopez at catcher. And I would like Mills to hit above you. And then Barron to be backup catcher. That's good. Paste here. Alright, now versus the National League. Oh, right. We have Jabari playing first base versus the National League. He's a lefty, so we'll platoon him. Against righties, we will have Wagner at first base. Third base will be Fox. Nichols will be second base, even though he's hurt. Or should we play Johnny Rankin? He's a lefty also, never mind. Alright, backup catcher is Barron. Rankin is the backup infielder. Alright. Paste that over here. I did not mean to do that. I will switch this back around. And then I'll put Wagner back up to the wrong position. I am taking too much time here. Then I want Jabari to be back up there. I want you to hit above him. I want you to hit here, and I want you to hit there. All right, cool. I will see you guys back in just a couple of days to simulate, but we are back to 500, 31, 33, and 33. We're doing well. So yeah, see you guys back in a split second. All right, since I have last talked to you, we have not lost. The Kansas City Royals have won 11 straight games and are now a game and a half out of first place in the Central. That was quick. That was really quick. We have just been on a tear. Pitching staff, everyone's below 5. Even Kyle Bateman, who started this episode at like a 5.7. So we are here at International Amateurs. Not a lot to choose from. Pretty good right fielder, probably out of the price range. So let's go to this shortstop, who I like quite a bit. I think 600,000's worth it. Thomas Naranjo. Alex Valdez wants $6 million. Okay. Leo Romero wants $1 million. Willie Castillo wants less. What was it? Yeah, 950. 950. Yeah, 950 is right. I'm right. Ooh, Sergio Nino would be nice, and he doesn't want that much. So we can offer 2.4, which is nearly double, and hopefully, actually, we can go up to 2.5 even, because if you offer 100,000 over, I think it's 140,000 at most, you actually don't get punished. You just have to pay the money, you don't have to lose anything. So we are now 1 game back as we won and Cleveland did not play. All right, this is quite exciting. 12 in a row. It's got to end soon. Probably now, as soon as I say that. Yep. Oh, shit. All right, Danny Velasquez out for 5 weeks. There goes our best player. And yes, I said best player. I think he's better than, what's his face? Jonathan Ramirez. It's been too long. It's been way too long. How's Jim doing? He's doing well. He's doing pretty well. Alright. So yeah, we'll call up Guadalupe Acosta and set our lineup accordingly. Let's see what they do. Castaneda leadoff. I'm inclined to, let it happen. Switch that like I always do. How's Matt Wagner hit? 281 so far. Only 1 home run, which is a bit concerning. This is against left-handed pitchers. Yeah, sure. I want Jason Fox hitting above him. And I want Jabari hitting above him against righties. No DH. We've got Jabari in center field. Who in right? Jonathan, yeah. That's how our lineup works. I'm crazy enough to try it. Switch them now. So, I really want to get Denny Velasquez extended. I don't know if you can when they're injured. He's on my team. Why am I searching this up? Disabled list. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, he started the year really well, and then tore his rotator cuff, and he's out for the year. He doesn't... He wants to take it to free agency, and I don't want to let him go. He's our best player. Well, all right. Cleveland won as we lost, so we drop a game. We win, and they win as well. So we're still... Oh, they both signed. Okay, that's awesome. That's really awesome. We get 2 pretty good prospects. I didn't see that because Velasquez got hurt, obviously. Let's check our international camp, see if we need to promote anyone. We do. One thing that's really confused me this series is why our drafts have been so bad. Like, yeah, it's my fault. But is it really my fault, though? Should also be all players. There's a lot of pitchers we need to promote. Alright. But, like, when everyone is just constantly bad, I feel like that's just no longer my fault, and now, like, a systematic fault. Like, where's our first-round pick from last year? Not even on here. He played second base. Joseph Connors was an old first-round pick. He's all the way down there. There's another shortstop who's just... You were my third-round pick a couple of years ago. It's actually turned out pretty nicely. I can't find my first-round pick from last year. Tommy Dixon. He was my second-round pick. Who was my first? Wasn't it also second baseman? Was it Villanueva? Nope, I don't know. He was a pick this year, that's right. Anyway. Let's keep going. Don't really know what the plan is for the trade deadline at this point. Alright, we dropped back-to-back against Baltimore. We are currently half a game up on wild card. Now the Yankees have won 5 in a row, as we've lost 3 of our last 4. Lose again. Why does this always happen? Bench coach has been really good. I'll offer him an extension. Yep. Alright. Why does it always happen that every time after something good starts to happen to me in this game, everything goes to shit? Oh, we get swept. Of course we do. And now we beat Cleveland. It's like good, bad, good, bad. We win the series at least. Can we get back to one game? Nope, we can't. And Castaneda's out for 5 weeks with a concussion. Ugh. He was actually hitting well too. So now everyone who's been in the leadoff spot recently has gotten hurt. Now we need an infielder. Micah Stevens, most likely. Yep. Who's Maurice Hughes? Or do we want to go with Jin Suk Seung? Can you play second or anything like that? No, you can't. Can you? Yes, but I'm going to go with Stevens. I hate always having... Oh, it did it for me right this time. Oh, you guys. And what I mean by that is it put Ramirez and Lopez in the batting order the way I like. I like Ramirez third, Lopez fourth. Split the first two against New York. Win third. Can we win 3 out of 4? Going into the All-Star break? Yes, we can. All right. So we are 49-40, 2 games back at the All-Star break. Our All-Stars this year. Luis Ascencio has brought his ERA down into the 2s. Alejandro Lopez, Jabari Mills, Denny Velasquez, and Jonathan Ramirez. So even though Velasquez is hurt, obviously, it's 3.6 WAR already. Like, he could still easily get to the 6 when he comes back. He's out for another 3 to 4 weeks. All right. Trade deadline. I don't think we really have a spot on the team we need to upgrade besides maybe, like, middle infield. Nichols has been good. Fox, we could use a third baseman. Let's give Stevens a bit of a chance. See how he does. Outfield depth. Canterbury's still doing well. He always somehow does well. All right. Out of the All-Star break. Minnesota, we lose game 1. Win game 2. We are 2.5 back. Cleveland got rained out, it appears. And we cannot win. Cleveland won both of their doubleheader, so we are 4 back. Take the first against the White Sox. Lose the second. Now 5 back. And lose the third. Cleveland, damn it. Why do they always do this to me? And they win again. We're still a game up on the wild card, but they've just won 7 in a row out of the break. Why? The game hates me. That's why. All right, we beat Toronto in game 1. Cleveland lose. We lose to Toronto in game 2, and Cleveland wins. And we beat Toronto, and Cleveland loses. Day before trade deadline, Cleveland wins. So let's try to work out an extension with Denny Velasquez. He wants 12 next year. I'll give him 12 next year. Year 2. We go 18, 3, 24. Then year 4, we go up to 26 for 6 years with 2 team options, both worth $4 million buyout. Whoops, I can't type properly. That's the one downside to doing this on a laptop, is my keyboard is up. All right, will he accept this? Damn it, Denny. Why don't you want to stay with us long term? Because he knows he can get a shit ton of money doing something else, or going somewhere else. Thank God Jonathan Ramirez already signed that long-term deal. He will be with us for a long time. Alejandro, his rating is starting to slip, and that's a bit concerning, but he's still producing, and so we keep him around. All right, I'm going to cut out, look for a third base upgrade, maybe utility player. By utility, I mean a guy who can play, not like a backup, but a guy who can start at a bunch of different positions, as Fox and Stevens are kind of struggling. So be right back. Believe it or not, I actually did it. I have a bad history of trading with Oakland. It involved me giving up one of the best prospects for some of the worst players we acquired. But in this, we fix a infield depth and outfield depth issue all in one fell swoop, as well as an offensive depth issue. Dale Vandergrift, bit expensive, $5.4 million, and it's only going up. But I'm really happy with his ratings. I really like him, and we don't have to give up much. Nathaniel Faust has decent potential, but he's 27, and I really don't like his ratings at all. As a pitcher, not having a rating higher than 65 is concerning. And Joaquin Encano has good speed, good defense. OSA thinks he's going to be a 3.5-star player, but his offense looks terrible, both on our ratings and the OSA ratings, so I see no reason not to trade him. So we will do this right now. Dale Vandergrift. For those two, we need to make room on the active roster now, and that will come through... What will that come through? It will come through the removal of an infielder, who will be Micah Stevens. All right. Cool. And he might be able to start. We'll see what... Yeah, he'll be our starting second baseman. Cool. I like this. I like how this worked out. Pretty happy with this. Canterbury in center field. Like that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Awesome. All right. Simulate one more day. Versus Miami. We win 8-6. Player development update. Raul Jimenez goes up. Relief prospect goes down. Manny Soto goes down. I almost traded him. Jim Nowicki goes up, but he's out for 10 months. Bob Morales goes down. That's unfortunate. He was a decent prospect. I still have faith in him. Luke Baker goes up. Rich Van Oss, who we also considered trading, goes down. Deshaun Baptist goes down. And Rogelio Delgado goes up. Decent prospect. Cool. All right, this was just a 2-game series, so we'll simulate the second game. Can we sweep Miami? We can. We win 2-1. We finished episode 4.5 games out of first place. So I see there being pretty likely a September pennant chase episode. 4.5 out of the division. We are 1.5 up on the first wildcard spot. We are 4.5 up on the third place team, so just right in between division and not being in the playoffs at all. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Pretty fun episode from my part. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. I'm going to be cranking out these episodes. I'm on a 4-day weekend. Just finished my history term paper. Hopefully I have plenty of time this weekend to get more episodes out. Thank you all for watching. And oh, by the way, I know I'm really terrible at ending episodes concisely, but I hit 100 subscribers, guys. That is awesome. 100 people found my bullshit worth watching and sticking around for. Thank you all so much. You have no idea how awesome that is. Coming from a small school where there's only like 400 people in the entire high school, 100 people is a lot to me. I know it's not a lot comparatively to other people on this site, or it might not be a lot to other people just in general, but it means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye.